Give it up for my friend Tyler Bolt, everybody. Tyler Bolt!
What's up, everybody? How's it going? How are the holidays treating you guys so far? Well, yes, I know. Well into the holidays now, right? And all the stressful bullshit that comes with them. Yes, indeed. And I got kicked off to a twisted vein with Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. You know, and it sounds really cool when you learn about it in grade school. You know, Thanksgiving, you learn about it, you're like, oh, you know, the Pilgrims and the Native Americans, they got together, and the Native Americans, they showed the Pilgrims how to not die, and then they had, you know, the harvest and the big celebration, and Thanksgiving is boring, you know? And then you grow up and you get a little bit more information, and you're like, what? All right, well, I'm going to put on blinders and keep celebrating Thanksgiving anyway, you know? It's all about family, right? Family and stuff in your face and seeing all the relatives that you don't like and their mutant bratty kids and the stress of travel and shitty cooking, all that stuff. I love Thanksgiving. And then what's next that comes down the pipe? The next holiday is one I don't celebrate because of my religious beliefs or whatever. Black Friday, you know, or Trample a Stranger Day if you prefer. That's what I like to call it, Trample a Stranger Day. And people say, it's not a holiday. I say, fuck you, it's on the calendar, it's a holiday, all right? And I think enough people celebrate it to call it a holiday. Right? They celebrate it with violent vigor, don't they? I mean, this year it was crazy. Out of control, right? I mean, they raked in more cash on this Black Friday than they ever have since they started this madness. In this recession, right? People are like spending money. I didn't spend any money on that day, not one dime. Well, except for the $5 I lost to a friend because nobody died this year, you know. Nobody died on Black Friday, you know. Maybe you think that's a step in the right direction, but no, you know, nobody died, but there was bomb threats, there was fist fights, people got shot and robbed and maced and tased, you know. I'm sure harsh language was spoken too. Can't get enough of that Black Friday. You know, we should be embarrassed by this, don't you think? I mean, think about it. If there were aliens watching us and thinking about making first contact, you know, I think that one observation of Black Friday would be a deal breaker, don't you think? Be like, hey, Zorak, come here, look at this shit. What are they doing? I don't know, they're fucking each other up there. It's just, they're not hunting or gathering or surviving, just they're jogging to buy stuff. Okay, well, hit the hyperdrive, we are out of here. These people are not ready, clearly. You know, they're still throwing rocks at the moon and knocking down old ladies for television sets. Crazy, embarrassing. But you know, this could lead to like a new winter sport, or like a new brand of thrill-seeking that we could televise, you know? Black Friday door opening, wouldn't that be great? You know, I mean, why should some poor minimum wage schmuck put their, you know, their personal safety on the line for no good reason? Let some adrenaline junkie do it, right? That would be awesome. Be like, okay, I can see it. Come here, adrenaline junkie, take these keys. All right, now here's the objective. You're going to open those doors and let the animals in, okay? And then you run like a bat out of hell to the electronics department. If you can get there without any of your own blood on you, well, then you win a prize. Sound good? Okay, sign this waiver. Let's get this going, yeah. It's pretty cool. All right, and then what's next? Christmas? Well, I guess it's Hanukkah, actually, is the next holiday, but I don't know anything about Hanukkah. I got no Hanukkah jokes, folks. But I do know Christmas. Christmas and Santa Claus. Who here believed in Santa Claus when they were a kid? I mean, the crowd's small, yes? Do you remember the first time you sat on Santa Claus's lap? Of course, you know, nobody remembers the first time, do they? But you've all seen the pictures. Right? That was my experience, all covered in snot, and Santa's sitting there like, God, this job sucks. But the first time I remember speaking to the man was kind of, you know, depressing, you know, because I was so excited. Go over to the shopping mall, I'm going to talk to Santa, I'm going to tell him what I want, you know. And I sit down on his lap, I'm like, hey, Santa, whoa, spit flying there. I'm like, hey, Santa, how's it going? He said, ho, ho, ho. I was like, ho, ho, hold your mouth closed, Santa, Jesus. The worst halitosis I'd ever smelled in my life hit my face. You know, I can still remember it. I was 4 years old. I was like, God damn, Santa, your breath smells like reindeer shit. Eat a candy cane or something. Well, actually, I was 4 years old. It was probably a little more like, oh, Santa stinks, and it kind of bums me out, and it's scary and confusing. But, you know, I wanted to keep on point. I had my list. I was a selfish little kid. I told him, you know, I want toys, Santa, and I want candy and all kinds of bullshit. And he's like, okay, kid, ho-ho. I was like, no, enough with the ho-ho. It's just, you know, use some banana for the next kid's sake. And then Christmas morning came, and I opened my shit. Not one thing that I asked that fat man for did he bring me. You know, it was like the stereotypical, you know, I'm opening up socks and underwear, you know, not one Hot Wheels car. I was like, man, fuck Santa Claus and his jolly old butt, you know? Well, I was 4 years old. It was probably a little more like, man, Santa Claus is a fucking dick. Well, that's it for me, you guys. Happy holidays, sincerely.
Tyler Ball.